Hello there universe, and welcome to my analysis of the greatest movie of all time, Rocky IV. A film that is well known for its hard-hitting commentary on the Cold War and Russian and American politics and human nature versus technological advancements. Such a thought-provoking film. But I'd like to look at it from a different angle. Something I've noticed on my 500th rewatch of the film is quite interesting. I'd argue the film deals with much more than international politics, but is a love story between two men, and is Rocky's coming out story. Let's start from the very beginning of the film. Like every Rocky sequel, it opens with a recap of what happened in the prior film, but it also shows the final scene between Rocky and Apollo in its entirety. The two of them alone about to go in for a friendly rematch, and just before the two make contact, it cuts away. Why bother re-showing that entire scene again if it didn't signify something important? Here's my theory. These former rivals now turn best friends all alone, sweaty, half naked, making lots of physical contact. It's entirely possible something happened that has awakened something in them. Now, you might be saying that it's impossible for Rocky to be gay because he has a wife and a kid, and there was nothing in the prior films to suggest his sexuality should be brought up into question. Don't forget, Rocky grew up in a working class neighbourhood in the 50s and 60s in a predominantly Catholic family. Not to mention, with a best friend as judgmental as Paulie, it wouldn't be a surprise if Rocky had suppressed his feelings at a very early age. This wouldn't have been helped by the fact that he goes into a very traditionally masculine sport and is forced into the limelight in a time period that wasn't exactly progressive. Rocky had an image to keep up. If he was honest about who he was, it could have destroyed everything he worked for, so he lied to everyone, including himself. Also, I'd argue this was set up. Rocky III deals with Rocky lying to himself and is scared to face who he truly is.
I'm afraid! Alright? You wanna hear me say it? You wanna break me down? Alright, I'm afraid! Look, I don't know what I am. All I know is I'm a liar.
Now, in context, he's talking about boxing, but subtextually, I think he's referring to something very different. For the first time, he's able to be honest with himself, and he is a happier person because of it. This also leads me to his relationship with Adrian, a marriage that was once filled with trust and love, and in this movie has become cold and the two do nothing but argue. Rocky, now being honest with himself, has to be honest with Adrian. He simply doesn't love her anymore, and can't be with her. Now, his relationship with Apollo, on the other hand, has never been stronger. If Apollo truly was the person that helped Rocky finally come out, then it's fair to assume he would have strong feelings towards him, maybe even love him. Now, as for the question whether Apollo is gay, I'll let the boxing shorts speak for themselves. But this would make Rocky's fight against Drago much more logical. Apollo fought Drago in a boxing match and was killed in a horrible accident. It happens. It's tragic, but nothing can be done about it. Rocky fighting Drago to get revenge for his friend isn't logical. But if it was something more than that, well, love makes us do illogical things. Even on an aesthetic level, this film feels much more homoerotic. Just look at the staple of every Rocky movie, the training montage. Rocky IV has hot and sweaty men flexing their muscles under dazzling lights to a song all about passion and flamboyancy. Now, let's take a look at training montage from the first Rocky movie. Not nearly as much flair. Now, that's not me criticising the first Rocky montage. What I'm saying is each montage is supposed to represent the overall tone and story of each film. Rocky I showed him as the underdog, under-equipped, grounded in his environment, but with the passion and heart to make it through. So, when you see Rocky IV's montage, what do you think that could be representing? But it goes even further than that. Even if Rocky has admitted his sexuality to himself, he's still kept it a secret from the world. He's afraid he wouldn't be accepted. After Apollo dies, Rocky has lost the one person he can confide in. Just listen to the lyrics of the song No Easy Way Out and tell me there's nothing suggestive about them. Now, let's skip ahead to the end of the movie, the famous speech after Rocky finally wins. Most people assume he's talking about the cultural and political differences between these two superpowered nations, but deep down we're all humans fighting for the same thing? Cute, but no. This is Rocky's coming out moment to the world.
I've seen a lot of people hating me, and I didn't know what to feel about that, so I guess I didn't like you much, none either. During this fight, I've seen a lot of changing. That if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change!
Rocky has finally come out of the closet. That's what this entire movie is about. Rocky coming to terms with his sexuality and openly outing himself to the world. Comfortable in his own skin, and in a progressive and ever-changing society, he is accepted by his peers. It's actually quite a groundbreaking film given its genre and time of release. It's a smart and layered film that challenges its protagonist and audience to look at things in a new way. But hey, that's just a theory. A gay theory! Thanks for watching.